What's going on, everybody? Cooper Eisenmann, your Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley area realtor. And if you're new to the area or you're researching the area, those cities consist of Livermore, Pleasanton, Dublin, San Ramon, Danville, and Alamo. I am a full-time real estate agent that services these cities and specialize in these cities. And I have a ton of clients who have reached out to me from YouTube, from watching my videos, who have asked me for my help to buy and or sell a home, and I absolutely love it. So if you are new to the area, or you're planning a move to the area, or you're finding my video and you currently live here and you're moving away, whatever the case is, and you need my help, please reach out to me by text or phone call directly. My number is going to be in the description of this video, and you can reach out to me anytime regarding any questions you may have. This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to talk about things I like and don't like about Pleasanton, California. Now, this is going to be an off-the-cuff video, so it's not going to be super edited, super clean. I don't have a script I'm reading off of or anything like that, so the format's going to be a little bit different. But I was thinking maybe you could or you would find value in a video like this, that I'm thinking of things off the top of my head, as opposed to, scripting it out and writing it down and having everything bullet pointed and really clean and cut. So the first thing that comes to mind about things that I like about Pleasanton is the overall community feel. It's got a small town vibe to it, but it is a big town with a lot of people and a lot of homes. And what I really value in my life, and what my family really values, and what we do on our free time, is spend time in the community, whether it be street fairs where they close down downtown and they put booths up, or farmers markets, or live music in the park, things like this that Pleasanton definitely has a lot of, and I really, really love that. Other cities that do similar things include, frankly, all of them. Livermore, Dublin, Pleasanton, San Ramon, Danville, and Alamo. So frankly, all of the cities that I service, that I talk about on this channel, do offer those things, and I really, really value it, and I really love that about where I live. One thing off the top of my head that I don't really care about, but I know some people would, is nightlife. So going out with friends or family and experiencing live music at a bar, or playing pool, or drinking and having a good time. I don't drink, so I don't do that stuff that often, unless I'm once in a blue moon going to hang out with some friends that are doing that. But I don't do that too much myself, so it doesn't really matter to me, but I know some people watching may find value in that. And Pleasanton in particular has a few bars where they have live music and it's a good time, and they have pool tables and darts and that kind of stuff for the weekends, but not too much of it. So that's one thing that Pleasanton doesn't have a lot of, that you may find value elsewhere. Now, Pleasanton is a great place to live. I don't think anybody, frankly, is moving to Pleasanton because of the nightlife anyway. Most people are moving here because it's got good schools, it's safe, it's got a community feel for you and your kids if you have kids. But most people will travel to Oakland or San Francisco, or Walnut Creek has a better nightlife scene than Pleasanton. So it doesn't really matter anyway, but just for your knowledge, it doesn't have much of that to begin with. Another thing I don't really like, or I'm not really pleased about, but it is what it is, of course, is the cost of housing in Pleasanton. Everybody knows the cities that I service, this Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley area is highly sought after for its good schools and its safety. And people coming in here and moving in here has raised housing prices. Obviously, anywhere you go in the country right now, housing prices have gone up drastically in the past 2 years. But we're not talking about like Tracy or Mountain House or Brentwood pricing which it's almost double in some cases in Pleasanton and generally the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley areas. So housing pricing is expensive. There are definitely less expensive places to live, but you weigh it out, right? If you have kids, school ratings and safety is going to be a major factor in where you choose to live. And Pleasanton, Danville, San Ramon, Dublin, all of it, frankly, has some of the best that the Bay Area has to offer. So it is something you just have to deal with if you are planning a move here, and you already know about it because I'm sure you're on Zillow and Redfin looking at properties. So you're aware of the price of housing, and that is one thing that is unfortunate, but it's a reality that you have to deal with. Another thing that I do love about Pleasanton is how well located it is. It is in the suburbs. It's in the San Francisco Bay Area suburbs. So it's a little ways out from, say, San Francisco or Oakland or the South Bay or Peninsula. So if you are in tech, which most of my clients are, and you are going into the office on a weekly basis, you're gonna have between a 30-minute and an hour and 20-minute commute, depending on when you leave and if you're in primetime traffic hours or not. So that is a downside of where it's located, but to my point, where it's located and what's available to you within the city is everything and anything you could possibly want as far as retail shopping malls, restaurants, downtown scene, Starbucks, hospitals, schooling. We have it all. There's not one thing, I promise you, that you wished it had that it doesn't have. It's got it all. It's got we have indoor trampoline parks for the kids. We have parks with water features. We have water parks with slides, great schooling, of course, top-rated hospitals. Everything you need is right here, and it's centrally located, and you're within a 10-minute drive to just about all of it. So that's one thing I do really love as well. Now, another slight downside to Pleasanton in particular that I can't say for the other cities is that Pleasanton doesn't have a lot of new construction opportunities if you are looking to buy a home. Pretty much all of the land is already built on in Pleasanton. So if you're looking for homes that are brand new builds, it's very, very limited and rare, and only comes up in the case that, a big empty lot that someone's owned for 50 years ends up getting bought by a developer and they develop homes on it. That's pretty much the most you're gonna get for new construction opportunity in Pleasanton, but you can find homes that have been built in the last 20-ish years. Most of the homes are going to be 60s and 70s built. So the original homes that were here in Pleasanton, as opposed to some near downtown that are like 1910 and 1920s, which are really, really old homes, which have been revamped and remodeled and look gorgeous. But most of the homes are going to be those 60s and 70s built. Now, I can't say the same for, say, like a Dublin or a San Ramon that has a ton of homes that have been built in the last 20 years and still have new construction projects coming up that you can buy in on. But Pleasanton in particular does not have a lot of that. So if you are set and know that you want a newer home, maybe another city would be a better option for you as opposed to Pleasanton. But that is something we can discuss, homes that we can tour, so you can catch a vibe for each city and what it has to offer, and then make a decision on if a new home is that important to you, or if you just love Pleasanton so much you're willing to buy an older home. Now, another thing that I do love about Pleasanton is how many different neighborhoods we have scattered throughout the city, and that each neighborhood has its own community park or multiple parks attached to it. So pretty much wherever you live, you're within a short walk or bike ride to a community park. So this is especially important for families with young kids who utilize the outside and the parks as much as they can to, enjoy with the kids and the family. So Pleasanton infrastructure and frankly all the other cities around here are the same in that you have parks readily available to you wherever you live. What's going to be most important for you is going to be finding a house you really love, and if you have a particular school zone that you want to be within to send your kids to. And then obviously the most obvious thing would be price point. What can you afford to buy? And then we can cherry pick the specific neighborhoods that offer whatever you can afford and what you're looking to buy, and what will take care of the needs of you and your family, whether it be, I just need a 2-bedroom townhouse, or I need a 5-bedroom detached home, with 3,500 square feet of living space. So wherever you go and you choose, you're going to have amenities attached to that home, whether it be a community pool if you don't have a private pool in your backyard, a park, schools very close by, and whatever else it is that you need. Overall, I love Pleasanton so much, and if you've watched any of my videos in the past, then I grew up in Pleasanton. So I moved to Pleasanton when I was 4 years old, so I was raised here. I know it like the back of my hand, and it's a fantastic city to raise kids in. From my experience, I had so much fun between the skate parks, the sports park where I played baseball, soccer, and football, the BMX track on Stanley, which is a dirt track with jumps where I see a ton of families and kids all the time there, playing on their bikes and jumping their bikes and having a good time at the picnic tables. Pleasanton has a ton to offer. It's a super safe city, and the community feel is just really good and genuine. Like right now, it's summertime, the kids are out of school. I'm in and out of downtown a lot for work, and I'm just seeing kids and families enjoying the outside, playing, having a good time. And I love to feel and see that energy that any particular city puts off for the residents, and Pleasanton definitely has that, as well as many other cities in the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley area. So what's going to be most important for you, I think, is going to be commute time to the South Bay Peninsula if you are working in tech and your company is requiring you to go into the office, what price point you're in, and then how you feel in your soul about any particular city. So if you have nothing to reference, if you've never been here and you are moving here, I highly recommend, if you can, come out, spend a few days, drive around the different cities, experience the downtown areas, the restaurants, the neighborhoods, the schools, see these places in person, get a feel for them in person, see what the energy is like, and I promise you, some particular city or neighborhood will call out to you and feel like home or feel like the right option. So that's what I can suggest for you if you are planning a move here, or if you already know what you like because you used to live here, or you have family or friends that live here and you've experienced it, then that's amazing too. And I would love to help you hone in on a neighborhood or hone in on a specific city, and ultimately help you purchase a home if that's something you're looking to do. Moving forward, like I said, I grew up here. I know it very, very well, and that goes for all the cities I mentioned earlier between the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley. So if you have any questions about the schooling or the neighborhoods or the homes that are available, or how much a particular home may cost if you are going to plan a move here, then please reach out. Call me or text me directly. My phone number is going to be in the description below. I would love to help you buy, sell, invest, anything real estate related that you need. I am here to help, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you so much for watching.